Okie dokie. Oh man. So I now have Mr. Goo. So this allows me to do do a crazy deck. This would be what you call maybe like a speed deck or a rush deck. Um, so this deck is all based around just moving, units that move really fast. I do not like this deck, but that is true with the most extreme strategy decks that I like balanced decks, so I never am a fan of these decks. But the spiked roller here is a necessity for a speed deck. I feel like this clears away bricks. If the only speed unit that I had was a koala, then I might use a roll laser instead. But the dragon, goo, the devil, these all like the spiked roller better. Now, I've got the poison brick, the shield brick, and the zippy brick. At least this time I've got one defensive brick. Maybe that's enough to play defense. And I can use the koala and the dragon for defense. So we'll see how it works out. I don't like not having a ranged unit, but we'll see how it works. So one of the so with the shield brick and the zippy brick, the game does generally favor defense, but the shield brick and the zippy brick can be used to kind of counteract that. So you gain mana advantages with these, smart counters, but the shield brick can kind of ruin a counter. So someone drops a counter unit like to take advantage of the half-second immunity or something, but the shield brick cancels out the half-second immunity because it immunes a hit as well. And very often opponents are forced to over counter. They're forced to use more mana just to take the shield off and then to defeat the unit. I am not very good with the zippy brick. I'm okay with the shield brick. So the zippy brick, I feel like it's only really useful up near the front, but it can't be the very front. It cannot be the very front brick because then it'll just get broken too quickly. I prefer to play my. I should have gotten him shielded. I prefer to play my goo as a response to something else unless I've got extra mana. And I missed the zippy brick. That was bad. That was also the mouse. That was totally the mouse. But I feel like goo is almost useless. Oh, he's gonna get that. Is almost useless without being sped up. You pretty much always want to speed them up. I'm gonna send this down. Send this down. All right, here we go. All I'm really trying for is a chance to speed up Mr. Goo. That's all I was doing. All right. Oh, he didn't even make it. I was trying to get Mr. Goo down there to take 2 hearts, but I failed. All right. Well, I'll try again. So there's when you're playing with a deck like this, you're doing what I call tempo play. You're playing with tempo instead of with mana. And the tempo play can convert over to a mana advantage. And you can see this with the zippy brick. If you use a zippy brick well, it almost doesn't matter if your opponent blocks your sped up unit. It's helpful if you, of course, it's great if your unit goes so fast, like a sped up devil, that it actually makes it to the wall and does thrown damage. Great, love that. But that almost doesn't matter. The point is you get your opponent constantly reacting. They're constantly having to play defensive units near the back of their wall. I'm playing against somebody rude. It's Rude Rudy. All right, and that's what allows you to pull out the win, is having them constantly playing defensively. Or did this guy steal my deck? Looks very similar. You don't want to waste a high mana unit to defeat the Mr. Goo, because Mr. Goo will pretty much kill anything that you send after him. He's basically the suicide bomber of Magic Brick Wars. Yeah, poison yourself. Have fun with that. Alright, a sped up dragon. Those are terrifying. Alright, watch this. I grab a shield, and I'm going to grab 2 Zippy Bricks on the way. So I have a double sped up, shielded Mr. Goo. But he stopped it. Oh well. I'm going to do the same thing with the dragon. Shield it. Oh, he missed the shield. The shield's timed out. Too bad. See, you cannot allow this many shields, this many Zippy Bricks to exist in a row. Allowing me to double speed up units is just a really bad idea. So I think you can see there that Mr. Goo is not very it's not very useful on the attack. I've never felt like. I don't know exactly what it is, but on the other hand, Mr. Goo does require people to respond. They're so terrified of losing 2 hearts all at once, because he does 2 thrown damage. So they are so terrified that they pretty much always respond in some way. So I feel like he's more of a distraction. You very rarely manage to get one all the way down to the wall. But he distracts, and then he kills whatever is used to kill him. So you pretty much have to stop him with a spell or with a low mana unit.